Hello again, this is Keith here just to kind of give you a little insight on where I think we need to kind of build our teams. Not picking on anybody in particular because I will talk about lower level all the way up to Major League Rugby. So let's talk about taking the penalty kick. So if we start, your top NFL scorers, like I talked about before, a lot of your guys will be coming from football. So let's put this in a perspective that they will understand a little bit more. So your top scorers in the NFL: Gary Anderson, Morten Andersen, and Adam Vinatieri. So the good thing about this is that all three are place kickers. So basically saying in football, it's fourth down. We're not going to score a touchdown. Let's take advantage and let's be greedy and let's get those 3 points. So when we're training our guys or gals, let's use that same approach from American football. If we have the opportunity to take an easy 3, let's get it. Your international top rugby scorers: Johnny, Roland O'Gara from Ireland, Neil Jenkins from Wales, Owen Farrell from England, Johnny Wilkinson, and Dan Carter. As you notice, all of these individuals are from Tier 1 teams. So what that means is that when there's an opportunity that is given, let's take that chance and get those 3 points. So again, if they're going to go after the easy points, why are we not going after those 3 easy points? Especially when we're going to put this from a football perspective into rugby. So it was fourth down, even though we're only 10 yards from the goal. Hey, we didn't do well in the last 3 downs, so we're going to kick for 3 points. So it's the same perspective, as in we got there, we kept going, there was a penalty awarded to us. Hey, let's take those 3 points. So this right here is a real world game. And I know what you're saying. I'm using the word real world, which is a military jargon. This was an actual match that was happening this year. Not going to talk about the names, but y'all will probably recognize this if you're part of those 2 teams. The Division 1 team and Division 2 team, as you see here, the Division 1 team ended up making 7 penalty kicks, which gave them 21 points, while the Division 2 team ended up getting a penalty try and then 3 more tries. Don't get me wrong, a bonus is the fact that, a Division 2 team was able to get, 3 tries off of the Division 1 team, but the Division 1 team still won. Later on in the season, this Division 2 and Division 1 team did play again. I don't know much about that match. I did see the scores. I was able to find the breakdown of the game. The biggest difference of that is that the Division 1 did not kick for any penalty kicks. I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that, but just the fact that I did not see that them converted any just shows that if they did not go for any points, their game plan was completely different, and that's what cost them the game. Definitely good on the Division 2 team for scoring more tries on the second match to win. I definitely see that team going as a Division 1 team here in the near future in college rugby. The advantages. So just like anything else, when I learned the game in Europe, I don't know if you can kind of tell with my body, because like my head just kind of went down. I was a forward, and yes, I was a prop. So as a forward, and we're doing multiple scrums, after a while we need a little break. So if there's a penalty that's there, let's give our forwards a break. Especially when you have like 3 or 4 scrums that just happened, and all of a sudden now we get another penalty. telling you, your forwards are not going to be able or not going to want to be able to do a 6 scrum. So take advantage of those easy 3 points and give your guys some rest. The next one, I really love this one right here, stating that if your kicker has a good boot, and just misses the ball, but it goes completely out the try zone. I mean, it's going way past there. So guess what that is? That's a 22-meter drop goal. So that drop goal is going right back to you. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The drop goal, damn it, I'm doing it again. I said this way too many times. So when the ball goes past the try line, meaning that there's a 22-meter drop kick back towards you, meaning you missed, but you still got the ball back. So good on you, right? And then the bottom is you go for the kick and you make it. So you get the 3 points and then you get the ball back. The disadvantage of not taking it. Now, this is where I get frustrated, especially as a fan watching Major League Rugby. And the reason why I say as a fan or even as a coach, we're trying to take our players from Major League Rugby to become international superstars. And basically, who's going to the MLR? We're going to want our high school talent. Hopefully they can go to university. We want our high school talent to progress up into any university and then making it into the MLR. But if we're not teaching the structures now on when to take it, and they get to MLR, and if they were wanting to try to go to international, we don't want to teach those bad habits. So majority of times on your disadvantage of not taking it is you screw up. I say you, as in your players, their anxiety is going to get, too much of them, where they get too excited. And I've seen it, in multiple games where they go for that quick kick and go, and then they knock it on. Or they do a quick tap and go, and because there was no support, nobody was around, guess what? The ball was poached from the other team. Or the scrum half just got really excited, taps, goes for that quick throw out to the winger. Well, guess what? A lot of times your newer players ain't paying attention. And so what does the winger do? He has his hands down, ball goes out of bounds. And we're missing those opportunities. So the disadvantage of not going for a goal and you're going for a try and you don't score, you lost your opportunity for an easy points. So the penalty kick, if you have questions or concerns, you can find the law under 20.2. Basically, a penalty kick, your free kick, you're not going to have opposition against you. It's free. You get the opportunity to where you don't have to worry about anybody giving you that bull rush to make your heart rate going, make the kicker's anxiety going. It's free. It's just like it's a free throw is what we have. Just like, we get in basketball, there was a foul. We're going for, easy 2, 1, 2. Or there was a foul at the 3-point line. What happens? I get 3 free attempts at goal. That's what we're doing with this. Shut up, Siri. So basically what it means with the law, it's wherever the ball has been marked and behind. So as you see here, the ball is marked at the 5-meter line, but I know my kicker needs a little bit more arch to it. So I can actually bring the ball back wherever I need to set up my kick. I can't go forward, but I can go backwards. When to kick. As you see here, and I did reference basketball, I like to use the basketball method. The reason for that on this line is that I'm going from the 15-meter line to the other 15-meter line. That way I know anything inside my 3-point line, I'm going to make that kick. So my game plan on when to kick. I hope right now you've taken in the knowledge that I've given you. You might not agree with it, which is perfectly fine. But I would just want you to kind of open your mind to the idea of when to kick for those 3 points. And if you don't believe me and you're like, hey, my team is doing X, Y, Z, right? Do me a favor. Start marking that down. Start putting that in your notes. Hey, there was a penalty within your goal line, and your boys went for it to try. Did they make it? Now, if your team is, say, 90% and higher successful and they're kicking butt, hey, I'm not going to tell you to change your gameplay at all. But if your team's not winning and they're constantly doing a tap and go, you might want to start incorporating your own game plan. So as you see here, I have it actually color coordinated, and I have it as a box. And again, if you can see down inside, it's still a basketball goal. So I still have my basketball goal set right inside. So meaning that if I'm going to go for try, I'm going to go for a penalty kick every time I'm 5 meters in front of the goalpost. And you can do your distance, but again, that goes back to your team, back to you knowing your team. So you make that decision. I can't make that for you. This is the part for you to know your players. But I will tell you, as a coach, if you're not writing down right now your stats on your penalty plays, you're never going to improve, and your team is and if they're not winning now, they're not going to win in the future. The best way to get your guys get them excited, and especially when you saw that Division II team playing against a Division I team, I don't care who the teams are. If you got a new team playing against an experienced team and that new team is able to put a couple points on the board, what is that going to do for your players? That's going to get them excited. It's going to boost their confidence. It's going to make them want to try harder. And basically what that's going to do is going to make your guys want to play even harder. So take what I'm giving you. If you like it, hey, thank you. If you don't like it, hey, thank you for at least watching. Please give me some pointers back. Like, I like to learn. I've taken a lot of knowledge from what I've learned playing overseas, up in Canada, up in the Midwest. Just even now getting the opportunity to see a lot of colleges here and there. So if you have any other advice and you want to add on to this, contact me, give me a like, give me a share, hit me up, message, and I'd be glad to, chat it up with you.